Thank you so much. Well, New at 4, it's important to teach kids how to be safe around animals, right? Including the family pet. Most bites and scratches come from animals a child knows, and these types of injuries can be serious. So joining us now with more from Children's Hospital is Dr. Amit Patel. It's always good to see you.
Thank you, Lori.
So here's the question. Do all animal bites need to be seen by you?
Well, if it's a wild animal or animal that's unknown to the family, then yes. But if it's
Sure.
a family pet and just causes a superficial scratch, that doesn't need to be seen. But if it is a deep bite wound or something like that, that does need to be seen.
Where the skin is broken and
Correct.
bleeding is pretty profuse.
Yes.
What are some diseases that can be caused by animal bites from wild animals and other things? I know about rabies.
Right. So rabies is the big thing that everyone's worried about. But more commonly, we'll see secondary bacterial infections from skin bacteria that gets in when the skin's broken and causes a secondary infection.
And that can get pretty critical.
Yes, depending on location and severity and how quickly it's spreading.
Okay, so that's why you need to take your child in quickly for that. What about, you talked about scratches. When do we need to worry about a scratch?
So if the scratches get secondarily infected, but there is a particular case with cats called cat scratch disease where they'll scratch you, causes a fever, and a lymph node typically in the neck will pop up, but can cause a lot of different symptoms. So that's something to be aware of.
Yeah, you want to avoid that for sure. So our child is injured by a bite. We have a first aid kit at home, hopefully. What are the first steps you take?
So you want to wash it out really good. That's the first step. Apply pressure to stop any bleeding. You can put antibiotic ointment on there and then dress it well with either a bandage or gauze.
Okay, very simple. And here's the question every parent wants to know, at what point do you, let's circle back around to this, take your child to the ER?
So if it's a deep wound, you're having trouble controlling the bleeding, typically if it involves the head, face, neck area, that needs to be seen. If the animal is wild, definitely need to be seen.
We have the sweetest dog, but she did snap. She's jealous of our 2-year-old granddaughter. And I've been struggling with how to help them get along and not scare my grandchild.
Right. And so I think it's important to teach them to be respectful of the animal.
Yeah.
You know, if they're playful and playing with you, that's fine, but you don't want to be pulling their tails, or if they're barking, that's a warning sign that, hey, maybe you need to step away, or the dog's scared or animal's scared.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Good advice as always.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Bo?
All right. Thank you so much, Lori. Well,